I'm 53. It has been several years. Where are all the good men? I'm tired of being alone. I want to share my life with someone. I am just freaking tired. I want to be in love. I want to share my life with someone. I want to feel the joys. I want to have my hands held. I want to be held. I want to kiss. I want to support. I want to make coffee with that person. I want my person. I want my person. Why is it so hard to find your person? I'm tired.
Not gonna lie, feel a little bit bad for this one. You know, I don't know what took her so long to figure out that, you know, she's not getting attention. You know, she's kind of old. She's up there, you know. Her time was gone a long time ago. Well, as you can see, today's video is about women hitting the wall. And yeah, please like, subscribe, and yeah, let's get right into it.
Where are we meeting the men that don't stop? Where are we finding them?
Someone tell me where I can find a decent, loyal, funny, good-looking guy around here?
I'm convinced that it ain't no motherfucking men out here anymore. It's just with balls.
Where have all the good men gone?
Where are all the men? Where can I find a good man? Where can I find a man? Where are all the men?
Where are the men at? Where are the men that are gonna open the car door? Where are the men at that are going to provide and protect?
These women are so funny. Where are all the good men at? They're back in your 20s where you left them, right? No, but for real, there's plenty of simps out there will take the job. They'll love the open the car door for you. I mean, they'll treat you well. They'll buy you everything. But see, you don't want those men. These women, as they got older, their standards went up. And in the dating market, that doesn't comply. So, you know, you're going to have to get with a lower status guy at your age.
Just wanted to tell you I put myself back on a dating app. Here's what I'm doing differently. I'm just saying I'm doing differently. Is I am not looking for matches. I am waiting for the matches to come to me, right? So then if they like me, and it's only on one app, it's a free app. If they like me, and I think it's a match, I'll like them back. And then I wait for them to do the conversation. I wait for them to start. It's like crickets. They don't start. I'm not starting the conversation, people. It's kind of like if you open the door for me. No, wait, that's a bad analogy. It's kind of like if you wave to me and I wave back, you're waving to me because you want to start a conversation, I would think, but you're not. You're just hanging out. I don't care. I'm just going to wait.
This woman's not a bad looking older woman, you know, and she'll get flooded with all kinds of, you know, lower status guys that she wouldn't want. She won't take any of them serious, you know. She's still competing for the ones that she got in her younger years. So, I mean, this is what women deal with as they get older, you know. So, yeah, lower those standards. Give one of those guys a chance. They're good guys. They'll treat you good.
See how people will try to scare women and they'll be like, yeah, well, once you're in your 30s, men won't find you attractive anymore. Promise? Promise? Like, oh yeah, once you hit the wall, men won't approach you. Swear? Oh my gosh. I wish that was true. However, it's not. But I also want to say, like, whenever people try to scare women, like, oh, you're going to end up alone, or no one's going to find you attractive. That is not scary. I just want to first and foremost say, women have a life outside of men thinking they're attractive. And as a woman, it is very important to have a life out of getting men's attention for your beauty. That is a very empty pursuit, and that validation will do nothing for you. And I've noticed this by being someone who posts on social media. Sometimes a guy will try to like insult my appearance, and I'm like, ooh, okay. Oh no, a man doesn't think I'm attractive. Oh.
This woman's a fucking nutcase. Like, she acts like she's a young teenager. And she's what, 40? It's pathetic. She ain't never getting married. And yes, guys will still approach her and talk to her, or at least in the DMs, maybe not approaching her these days. But it's going to be like simp guys that are lower status that she isn't going to want, you know? The days of guys that she thinks on her level approaching her and talking to her in the, online and stuff, that ain't gonna happen no more. That ain't gonna happen. And if they see this video, it's really not gonna happen.
I am having like all the feels right now. I mean, my birthday's in about a week, so I've got all of that coming up, and reading through these comments is really intense, and I can relate to them so much. This is my story right here. I spent my 30s in a relationship with a man that I was very much in love with and expected to marry and have a kid with. And when I was 38, he left me for a 20-year-old. And it was so funny because at the time, I was amazingly optimistic. I really believed that, I was going to go out. I got a new job. I somehow managed to turn my life around after all of that. And I was absolutely convinced that my horrific experience in romantic relationships was like statistically likely to take a turn for the better, and that I was going to meet someone and I was going to be able to have a baby right under the wire. But that did not happen, not even by a long shot. And in fact, the experiences that I had with dating were just as bad, and in one case worse, to the point where I've now opted out of dating altogether because I don't feel that it is good for my mental health.
I actually feel bad for this woman. She was with a guy for a long time, and I mean, we know why he left. She never had kids. I don't know if that's her fault or, it just didn't happen, with her body or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, you're 38 and, the guy's like, oh yeah, I can get this young 20-year-old and she'll get pregnant. I mean, I really don't blame him, especially if he really wanted kids. But I mean, I do feel bad for her because it didn't happen. And yeah, her expecting to go out there at age 38 and find another man like him or, similar, that wasn't going to happen. So, I mean, as long as women keep holding that high standard for their young age and what they used to get, and raising their standards at the same time as they get older, I mean, they're always going to, be let down every time. It's not going to get any better.
Be the only one who's experienced the violently humbling moment when someone asks what you do for fun and you come to the realization that you simply are not fun.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So, it's 6:30 and I had plans with 3 different people, all of which never text me back. That's fine. One from a guy who I've been seeing for a few months now. I like him a lot, and he's the worst texter on the face of this earth. And then 2 girlfriends, one of which, I get. The other one, I also get. But it's like, I've decided I'm going to turn my phone off for the rest of the night. But before doing that, I'm going to order probably $50 worth of sushi, roll a blunt, take a bath, and be in bed by 10. Is this what 30 is like?
So just a quick question for everyone, because I'm really hoping I'm not the only person that's feeling like this, but does anyone else kind of feel like they're running out of time? Do you feel like time is moving really quickly and it's getting really difficult to balance friends and a social life, any sort of meaningful romantic relationships, have a job that makes enough money that allows you to do things you want to do, actually have time to do those things that you want to do, and then do things that help you relax? I don't know. They say that every generation feels this way, but I don't know. I feel like politicians hate us and the earth is getting hotter, and I just have this unshakable feeling that I am running out of time to do the things that I want to do while I'm young, and it's scary. I don't know. I hope I'm not just being negative, but I've lived through 2 recessions at this point, and I'm just tired and I'm getting a little nervous, and I just feel like I'm running out of time. So I don't know. Please tell me it's not just me.
They're all panicking for good reason. They're getting older and less valuable in the dating market. And that's the main thing men look for is, beauty. And every day it's getting worse for them. So, I mean, the best thing to do is to just get with the best guy you could get in your situation. You know, don't compare him to past guys. And I mean, women can help each other by spreading this message, you know. Don't prioritize getting a career and going to college and all that. Lock down the best guy you can get in your prime years and you'll be happy. You'll have the best chance to have kids and have a happy marriage and all that. So I mean, go with that. That's your best chance. Well, that's going to do it for today's video, and please like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.